child acting, I think the reason why we're seeing so many people come out now about Hollywood is, first of all, because there's a lot that needs to be exposed. And I think the Lord is just, we're really in a moment of exposure. And I think on all levels and all facets, from not just Hollywood, but I think that Hollywood's a big one that needs to be exposed. But child acting is hard in and of itself, even without it, because you're expected to walk onto a set and do a job for 9 hours out of the day as an adult, but yet you have to act like a kid. But if you act like a kid on set and be silly, everyone's telling you to shush and be mature and quiet down. And so you very much, if you work for a long period of time as a child, which, being in the business and around the time that I was in, I was friends with all the child actors that everyone knows and loves today that are now adults. And you watch how working in this constant environment where you're not allowed to be a kid really stunts your growth. And I think it did largely stunt mine a lot too, because you're just expected to be a certain way, and you're expected to have all of these emotions. I go on an audition where, the most horrific things are happening to you, and you have to pretend like you're trapped in a box and this guy kidnapped you, and you have to go in there and they expect you to cry and feel these emotions, but your body doesn't know you're acting. So you go as a 13-year-old feeling all of these emotions and all of these crazy things, and then you leave like, oh, nothing happened. But
and done.
It doesn't, they don't give you the tools as a child. They really don't give you the tools as an adult either, but you just don't have the tools to work through that, and no one talks about that. So then you wonder why you have the Miley Cyruses and the people who grow up and act a little crazy, and you're like, well, they didn't get to be a kid. They were told they had to be a certain way, on top of everything that you see in the entertainment industry as a child and as a young adult actor. There's just so many layers there that it's sad that we don't have more help. I think there definitely needs to be change in the child acting world, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, what have you thought of any solutions?
I would love, I've talked a lot about this with some of my former actor friends, that I really would love there to be some sort of like, not necessarily therapy, but sort of like a therapy, just to be able to talk and like calm your body down and like talk out what you're doing. More of that for kids. But the problem with that is like, I really just think, honestly, the bottom line is it needs God. That's really the bottom line of it.
It's a good solution.
Because it's just, there's so many layers to it that it's just so hard to just cover one layer. The Hollywood really needs to go back so much of it to just God.
Yeah, I had seen, obviously, as far as I know, Jessica Alba is not a Christian, but I saw apparently she's a big advocate for creating a family-friendly environment on set. I think she's doing a lot of producing now or something, but where they actually have, because there's a lot of moms, and they want to actually have a thing where they can actually bring their kids. So I don't know if there's like a daycare or some kind of a care. I thought that was kind of interesting though.
I think, so funny. Funny you mentioned her, because she was in the 4th Spy Kid movie that they did. I think they did a 4th like spinoff. So she worked with Robert, and I know that really, I've been able to talk, and I know that impressed upon her heart a lot, because he's got such a family environment. So I have 2 children, and when we did We Can Be Heroes, they were welcome on set. Cool. They were just babies. Gosh, my daughter was 4 months old, I think, when we filmed. So, but she was on set, and they were so sweet with the kids, and just having visitors, that it was really, it was really, really sweet to see, and just experience that he hadn't changed. So I think a lot of people love that. And I think there is a huge advocacy, because you do definitely, as a mom going in now, then as an adult, you don't see, so we don't have in SAG rules for time. Like, we can work, I would go to work at 4:00 in the afternoon would be my call time, and I wouldn't get home till like 4 a.m. Whoa. And so you don't see your kids for a long period of time.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that was hard. So to be able to have them on set was really, really nice.
Yeah, I bet.